Hey everyone, welcome back. After sharing my one meal a day carnivore routine, I got a ton of questions about how I keep it interesting without getting bored. So today, I'm walking you through my full 7-day rotation of OMAD carnivore meals. Each day has a slightly different focus, with different cuts of meat, fat ratios, and flavors, but all of them are simple, nutrient-dense, and satisfying. I'll also show you how I prep and cook each meal, so it's easy to follow at home. On Monday, I start the week strong with a classic, a 16-ounce ribeye steak with 4 whole eggs cooked in the ribeye's rendered fat. This meal packs about 2,200 calories with roughly 190 grams of protein and 165 grams of fat. Here's my trick for making the ribeye even more flavorful and tender. I dry brine it. I sprinkle a generous pinch of salt over both sides of the steak and let it sit uncovered on a raised rack in a baking pan in the fridge for at least an hour or up to overnight. The salt draws out a little moisture, which then reabsorbs, seasoning the meat deeply and helping form a beautiful crust when seared. When it's time to cook, I preheat a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat, sear the ribeye for a few minutes on each side, then lower the heat slightly to medium to finish it to medium rare. While the steak rests, I fry the eggs in the rendered fat over medium heat. The rich marbling of the ribeye, combined with the creamy egg yolks, makes this meal incredibly filling and flavorful. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this in the future. Tuesday is my ground beef day. I use about 20 ounces of 80-20 ground beef and top it with 2 fried eggs. This combination gives me around 2,300 calories, 180 grams of protein, and 175 grams of fat. I brown the beef in a skillet over medium heat, season with salt, and once it's almost done, I create little wells in the pan to crack the eggs. Covering the pan for a couple of minutes allows the eggs to cook gently over medium heat, while the yolks mix with the beef for a naturally rich sauce. This bowl is hearty, comforting, and perfect for staying fueled all day. On Wednesday, I switch things up with seafood, usually 8 ounces of wild-caught salmon and 6 ounces of shrimp, cooked in butter. This meal comes in at about 1,600 calories, with 130 grams of protein and 100 grams of fat. I melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a skillet over medium heat, sear the salmon for 4 minutes per side, then add the shrimp and cook them until they're pink, about 2 minutes per side. The combination is lighter than red meat but still keeps me full thanks to the healthy fats, and it gives a great boost of omega-3s for brain and heart health. Thursday is my slow-cooked comfort day, featuring about 2 pounds of braised short ribs. This meal totals around 2,300 calories, with approximately 185 grams of protein and 175 grams of fat. I season the ribs with salt, sear them in a Dutch oven over medium-high heat until browned on all sides. Then add a cup of water or beef broth and cook them low and slow at 275 degrees Fahrenheit or 135 degrees Celsius for about 3 hours. The meat becomes fall-off-the-bone tender, and the rendered fat adds richness. It's satisfying, flavorful, and packed with collagen. Friday is burger night. I make 3 half-pound patties from 80-20 ground beef and melt slices of cheddar cheese on top. The meal gives me about 2,100 calories, 175 grams of protein, and 150 grams of fat. I sear each patty for about 3 minutes per side in a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat, then let the cheese melt while the pan is on medium heat. Pouring a little of the rendered beef fat over the top makes it extra rich and satisfying, and it's ready in under 15 minutes. Saturday is Indulgence Day, with about 10 ounces of crispy pork belly and 4 fried eggs. This meal totals roughly 2,100 calories with 160 grams of protein and 160 grams of fat. I score the pork belly fat, season it with salt, and roast it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or about 204 degrees Celsius for about 35 minutes, flipping halfway through. The fat renders beautifully and crisps the skin. I use some of the rendered fat to fry the eggs over medium heat. It's rich, flavorful, and keeps me full all day. Finally, Sunday wraps up the week with a slow-cooked chuck roast topped with a tablespoon of melted tallow. I use about 16 ounces of chuck roast, which gives me around 2,200 calories, 185 grams of protein, and 160 grams of fat. I sear the roast in a pan over medium-high heat, transfer it to a slow cooker with a little water, and cook it on low heat for 6 hours. The meat is juicy and tender, and the tallow adds a smooth, rich finish. It's a perfect way to close the week with a satisfying, hearty meal. And that's my full 7-day OMAD carnivore rotation. Every meal is simple, satisfying, and packed with nutrients. Each day offers a slightly different flavor and texture, which keeps things interesting while staying fully carnivore. Whether it's a quick skillet meal or a slow-cooked comfort dish, every option gives me the energy and satiety I need for the full day. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and comment which meal you'd like to see cooked on camera next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.